Hello, Mrs. McTaggart here, and in this video today we are looking at expressing something as a percentage. So I'll cover how to turn a test mark into a percentage, and then how to maybe express an increase or a decrease in something as a percentage. It'll make sense when you see my examples. You may need a calculator for this. For some of the examples I'll show you how to do it with or without a calculator. So question 1, let's pretend Evie scored 37 out of 42 in a maths test. What was her percentage? So the first thing I would always encourage you to do here is write it as what it would look like at the top of your test page. So your teacher would write it first of all as a fraction, and they would write that it's 37 out of 42. And then what you need to do to turn that into a percentage, you just need to do top divided by bottom. So you need to do 37 divided by 42. Now, if you do that onto your calculator, this will give you 37 divided by 42. I'm just typing it in. It gives you this big long number, 880952, and so on. Now, if you already know how to turn decimals back to percentages, we just need to times this by 100. But if you've got a calculator, you could actually just, instead of pressing equals, you could times by 100 all in one go. And it would give you 88.0952 as a percentage. Now, if I'm doing your test score, I would actually always just tell you as a full percentage. So let's recap. As a decimal, it gives you that, which is the same as 0.88, which gives you 88%. Okay. If you want to do it all in one go in the calculator, you're doing 37 divided by 42 times 100, and it gives you straight to the 88.0952 part, which is just still 88%. Okay, now generally I'm just rounding to the nearest whole number because that's kind of what we do if we're telling you your test score. We don't tell you what it was exactly. So 88% for test score. Let's look at my second example. So for these ones, it's going to have a story to it, and it's going to be in a context, and it's going to say something has gone up, express this as a percentage, or something's going to go down, and it's going to say express it as a percentage. So the way to do it is you always have to think, well, what was the change in the value? What has it gone up by? What has it gone down by? What was my original value? And we're going to times it by 100. Now, we did this in the test score. We just did our mark out of the total. Slightly different wording. Now, it's a formula that I never ever write down again, but I talk about it a lot. Change over original times 100. So here's my example. Archie delivers newspapers. His pay has increased from £15 to £18 a week. Express his increase as a percentage. So his pay has gone up by £3, yeah? So his percentage will be £3 change over the original. Now, it used to be £15, and then what we'll do is we'll times that by 100. Now, you could go into your calculator, type in 3 divided by 15 times 100, and it will give you the answer. I'm going to pretend I don't have a calculator right now. 3 out of 15 is the same as 1 out of 5. They both divide by 3, which is a fifth of 100, which is 20%. Now, this is me just showing how to do it without a calculator, so this bit doesn't actually need to be there. Your calculator would have got you straight to 20% there. Top divided by bottom times 100. Second example, Jim has been on a diet and has dropped from 190 kilograms to 170 kilograms. What percentage of his body weight has he lost? So his percentage loss is, well, he's lost 20 kilograms. His original weight was 190. I can't do this without a calculator because with all the love in the world, 2 over 19 is not an easy percentage to do. So I'm going to do top divided by bottom times 100, and then I'm going into my calculator and type that in, and it gives me 10.526315. So you could either say that was 10.5%, or you could round it to 11%. It hasn't specified in the question. So I think I'm going to leave this one as 10.5%. But he would be telling all his friends he's lost 11% body weight, wouldn't he? So I'm going to leave it as 10.5%. Okay, I put in one last example here for you, just to make you aware of differences with currency, etc. So in this one, Asda selling pumpkins £1.50, originally £2. What percentage have they reduced them by? So the percentage reduction, I mean, you might be able to get this one just by looking at it, but percentage reduction would be 50 pence, they've gone down by 50 pence, over an original price of £2 times 100. However, there's a massive error here. If you go do this calculation, it'll give you 2,500. They've not reduced them by 2,500%. That is impossible. The issue comes in with the fact that this was actually 50p and this was £2. So at this point, you've got a decision to make. Do you turn it all into pence, or do you turn it all into pounds? okay? They have to be the same kind of units. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rewrite that £2 as 200 pence, okay? Now, that actually simplifies. 50 out of 200 is a quarter. So it's a quarter of 100. So they've actually reduced them by 25%. And again, you could have typed that on your calculator in the first bit, but I just wanted to do an example with a difference in units. And that's me, that's the only examples I've got. What this really leads into is if we're asking you for percentage profit or loss, when people start buying and selling things, how much profit have they made, how much loss have they made, and the formula is always change over original times 100. I hope this has helped. Thanks very much for watching.